I'm Lieutenant Colonel Rusty Spray from Honolulu, Hawaii. Save my season tickets. Merry Christmas from Arif John, Kuwait. Go Warriors!
So second down and 14 for Clausen. Here comes pressure. Clausen in trouble. Elimimian got him at the 40.
We've watched Adam Leonard make an outstanding play, as well as Solomon Elimimian, their middle linebacker, and he's got great quickness inside. Watch him right here in the middle of the formation, and Clausen nowhere to go. That's just an offensive line breakdown right there, and Elimimian saw a nice little crease in which to get to the quarterback.
He's the all-time leader in Hawaii in tackles. That broke a 36-year-old record. Some think he might be undersized to play linebacker at the next level.
Well, you know, he's listed at 6 foot. There's an amazing amount of linebackers you see in the NFL on Sunday.
And there's a lot of guys in the NFL who can throw that pass. And Jimmy Clausen might be one of them someday. What a beautiful throw to Golden Tate for the score.
I think Jamil Dowling forgot to show up at Aloha Stadium today, because he has got a target on him, and Jimmy Clausen has just hit bullseyes.
401 yards passing for Jimmy Clausen and 5 touchdowns. More throws like this out of Jimmy Clausen, and he'll have a shot, big-time shot, at the next level. Beauty on a lot of levels tonight in Hawaii. What a throw.
I do remember it feeling like a monster chasing me down, and the power and the energy. You know, there's just nothing else like it.
See the rest of the story at gohawaii.com/stories and start planning your own Hawaii adventure.
ESPN College Football, the Sheridan Hawaii Bowl, is brought to you by Lexus and their pursuit of perfection, and Campbell's Chunky, official soup and chili sponsor of the NFL.
Well, all year long, we've been bringing you some of the great recipes from our star tailgaters, and no exception here in Honolulu. And Ken Maeda is going to show you what Huli Huli chicken is all about coming up.
Huli Huli chicken, huh?
That means flip-flop in Hawaiian. You might want to flip-flop your flight and stay around and have some of that. Here's Polaris on the run, gets upended as a flag flies in. Rayshawn McNeil made the hit for Notre Dame. So first down for Hawaii, backed up inside its 10. That pass tipped and almost caught by a lineman downfield. So second and 19. Alexander finds Washington across the middle, dragged down by Harrison Smith.
Yes, Sam Bradford winning the Heisman on his way to playing a national championship game.
Movement is one of the wide receivers. It was Malcolm Lane on the near side who moved. Third down and long for Alexander. And he's got Washington for the first down and more. In the Notre Dame territory before he's shoved out of bounds by David Bruton. Inside handoff. Daniel Lieber touching it for the first time in the game, and he gets another first down. Alexander moving to his left. He's got Greg Salas in the open field. Another Hawaii first down. Over the middle, the pass is pulled in, and Bain gets away from the defender, and he's in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
No quitting the Warriors.
42-14. Clausen with 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Tate, but Hawaii with a touchdown on the last play. Armando Allen for Notre Dame, and a big return. The kicker to beat. There he goes down the sideline. This is going to be a touchdown for Notre Dame.
Just when you thought Hawaii was going to get themselves back in this football game, now it's going out handpicking areas of need for Charlie Weiss and this coaching staff, and that's where they're concentrating this recruited class.
There's Malcolm Lane on the return, and what a great play again by Sergio Brown. He's been terrific on special teams. He's got a blocked punt, 4 special teams tackles as well. Greg Alexander back to work, flanker screen to Malcolm Lane, and the Irish all over it. And so too much pain for him to stay on the field, as that pass is incomplete.
You've got playmakers all over, and sprinkle in a couple of true freshmen that are contributing, and this is the building blocks to something special for Notre Dame.
Another sack coming. Alexander goes down to the 10. Nathan Johnson along with Maurice Crum, who's playing in his final game at Notre Dame. Well, the last 2 BCS busters in the Fiesta Bowl 2 years ago. The memorable Boise State victory over Oklahoma didn't go as well for the other WAC team, Hawaii, and the Sugar Bowl losing to Georgia 41-10 after an undefeated regular season.
And they really wanted to, that name opponent, Notre Dame, coming to town here in their own backyard, and it has been Notre Dame, and more Notre Dame.
Penalty coming, though, as the punter was hit. And Tate gets away from one man and then just shoves the defender down. Breaks another tackle. Golden Tate is loose. Tate might score. It's probably coming back because of the penalty, but it's fun to watch nonetheless. If you're a Notre Dame fan, touchdown Irish.
I got roughing the kicker. We're gonna do it all over again. I got rough.
Early indication.
Personal foul on the defense, number 27, roughing the kicker.
They're going to have to score every possession to get themselves back in this one.
May not even get 5 possessions here in the final 11 and a half. Alexander in trouble again and sacked again. 8th sack for Notre Dame. Scott Smith gets credited with a sack this time.
It's not even 1 and 1A. Clausen's the 1.
Yeah, pretty impressive in this one as Alexander just throws that round. And nobody around there. And I guess Polaris was in the area, so no grounding.
Let's check out his day so far. Jimmy Clausen, a nice pass to David Grimes in the corner of the end zone. Kind of got it all started. And then Golden Tate, a big one down the left side. A nice throw in the corner of the end zone to Golden Tate. Nice little screen pass by Armando Allen. He takes it the distance, and then this one, as pretty as it gets, to Golden Tate.
For the first time today, Charlie Weiss down on the field. And Jimmy Clausen, the first to greet his head coach. Clausen's best day as a collegiate. And Charlie Weiss probably been under fire more than any other coach in college football the last 2 years.
I think he's getting a Gatorade bath. He should have stayed in that press box a little bit longer. They're actually getting him with a Gatorade now. We saw Mike Haywood take his Gatorade bath. Now it's Charlie Weiss.
Weiss will have surgery on that right knee next week, and then the left knee sometime in February. That's the knee he hurt against Michigan, but he told us the right knee is far worse, as the new quarterback for Hawaii is Inoke Funaki, and he completes it to Greg Salas. Well, both Alexander and Funaki will return next year. It'll be a decision for McMackin. You know, Tyler Gronke was supposed to be the guy. He was the backup to Colt Brennan the last few years. Started a couple of games when Brennan was hurt in 2007, but he had some off-the-field issues. Right on cue, Andre Ware. How about that throw by Funaki? Touchdown to Washington. Kelly able to put it through. 49-21, Notre Dame.
You see it right here. Inoke Funaki right on time, delivering the pass, and that's a nice play to Michael Washington. When you needed a big play, he delivers. Look back and say, what if? And no doubt about it, they'll continue to recruit. And certainly recruits have watched this one and impressed with a young talent. And Notre Dame's calling and knocking on the door. You're certainly going to answer it. Pay close attention after a big-time win like this one.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
Notre Dame beats Hawaii 49-21. That 9-game bowl losing streak is now just a memory. Jimmy Clausen, the story. 401 yards through the air and 5 touchdowns. Weiss coached from the press box and had a bird's eye view of a Notre Dame thrashing of Hawaii 49-21.
We had it all the way. Fantastic.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. SportsCenter is up next. Tune in to ESPN News for our postgame extra here in a few moments. For Andre Ware, our entire production crew, I'm Dave Pash. Merry Christmas and aloha from Honolulu. SportsCenter is now.